I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. Well, I had a very long night coding. And so, notice I'm not in front of the camera. My hair is icky today. It's all oily and everything. So, I'm going to stand behind the camera. But, so, long night coding. So, I'm not going to do the how I became a developer story today. But what I did decide to do is I'm going to take a couple seconds and finally show my toy. I need to go out and see if I have mice in the truck. I need to text my brother so we can start to, I think Amber and I have pretty much come to an idea. And now David and I just need to kind of close everything up and make sure we know, what we're going to do in terms of cars and everything. But I've decided I'm going to take a small break from coding and before my next meeting, and I am going to finally show my toy. I know everybody is dying to probably know what this is because all I do is talk about it, and it's like, what did you get? And probably when everybody sees it, they're going to be like, okay. But you'll hear it in the background. So here's the thing. It seems as it goes in the world, it's almost like things come full circle. Things that were popular in the past managed to come back. So I would say probably a year ago, maybe, these started coming back and people started getting them. And, at first it was kind of like, oh, I think I do want that. But then I didn't get it. And then, people were showing it on TV. People had it in TV shows. And so I started wanting it more and more. And I did ask for it for Christmas. But there were so many more important things. I got a chair. I got my new desk. So those were actually definitely more critical. But I ended up one night, I went to Crackle Barrel for dinner. Well, picked up dinner. And I saw these albums, and they're Disney albums, and they actually have the pictures on them. So like they're really cool, and you'll see them in a little bit. So I thought, that's it. Tomorrow I am gonna look, and if I find an inexpensive record player, I'm gonna do it. I am gonna get myself this present, and so we are gonna head over there. I'm showing you all my cool pictures again because that's my favorite part of my room. There is my Crosley. Woo, my toy. So I now have an old album player. It's really cute because it's like a suitcase looking thing. It has its own speakers, and then it also has like I can do Bluetooth and connect to bigger speakers if I really wanted to. What's so funny about the record players though is like you almost forget how convenient it is now to have all these like streaming services though, because it's like you put on Spotify or you put on Amazon and you've got like 2 hours of endless music, maybe a commercial here and there. I cannot believe how quick these albums finish, and I have to get up and flip them over. And you have to flip them over. Like, you just forget about cassettes and how, and all that stuff, how different it is now that we have streaming. But it is a different sound. It's cool. It's nostalgic. It reminds me of my childhood. I remember you should ask, Amber, you should definitely ask your dad about like the Polish kind of music we used to play at the high speed. So it sounded different. And there was like, I Am the Walrus. And then there was, I Don't Want Her, You Can Have Her, She Shoot Fat for Me. That was a Polish polka kind of thing. So it was just funny, and this just reminds me of it, and so I had to have it. And it's got this little desk, and this is what I was talking about. It's like now, so Clyde, this is where Clyde got stuck that one time. So now he can't get back there, but it's on wheels, so I can move it if I need to get back there. So we're going to go really quick, because this was supposed to be a quick video, about some of the CDs I've gotten, or the albums I've gotten. So this is where things get crazy because it's not cheap, obviously. These are like, they range, I think the cheapest one I got, I think was $17. And the most expensive one I got so far is $35. I've been looking at Phantom of the Opera, but they're like over $100. So I'm not getting that crazy yet. But I do go crazy with Disney, so I will show you those in a minute. But as you can see, I got like Journey, like the greatest hits of Journey. Logan's gonna die when he sees the next one. The Greatest Showman. I'm really excited about that one. Haven't played it yet, so I've told myself I have to listen to all of them at least once. So I've been doing that. I haven't got to that one yet. And then the one that's playing now is Lion King. That one. Some of them I have like multiple copies, like Lion King. I have the Lion King one that has the picture on it. I'll show you those in a minute. But that's what the Lion King one looks like. So it's kind of cool. It's white. So we'll go to my box. Now, again, I promised Nana and Brent that I'm going to slow down because I was going crazy and I was buying so many. I bought a whole bunch at once to kind of build my collection. And now I was like, now I'm going to slow down. I'm only going to buy them if it's something like, oh my God, I have to have it. And then it's something that now people can get me for like presents because I can be like, oh, I'm really interested in this album or something. And so it's not something I should go crazy about and spend millions of dollars on because it's a good thing to get people. So I have ABBA. And so here's the ones I was telling you about. So these are the Disney ones I was saying. And what's so cool about these is like, look at it. It's like, that's the album. The album is him. And then you can't see the other side, but the other side I think is them flying through the sky. And then look, I had to get it. And I want to get the other Beauty and the Beast that has like Emma Watson and everything. So that's on my list. But again, I bought a whole bunch of these Disney ones that are the picture discs. And there's a thing about that though. So they did say the picture discs don't sound as good as some of the other discs because there's a lot more dips and grooves because it's got the picture on it. So you hear a little bit more static and you might hear a little bit more popping. But for these, it's just the coolness of that the prints are on it. And again, all these albums are two-sided. So there's another picture that's Belle on the other side, and it's too hard for me to hold the camera. Maybe one day I'll do a whole picture, a slideshow of all of them. So then I have Bohemian Rhapsody. So that's like a whole bunch of the Queen music. And I'm actually putting them away and keeping them alphabetized. Isn't everybody proud of me? So we'll put these away. Let's keep going. So that was A through the E. And starting in D, we have Disney's Ultimate Hits. So again, this is like what I was saying about having the repeat songs. Because a lot of these Disney songs are on the Disney CDs I have. But I kind of like it because there's a couple songs on here that I don't have. And then there's Dirty Dancing. The night that I listened to that one was so cool because I kept thinking about the part in the movie where they're listening to the album play. I just thought, oh, that was so cool. Because now I'm doing it too. Although I did not have sexy Patrick Swayze with me when I was doing it. There is Frozen. Oh, look at Logan. Ghostbusters. This is really cool too because some of those songs that you hear during the movie that you just would not normally hear on the radio is on that album. So I was so excited the night I listened to that too. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I think The Hunchback of Notre Dame is like my second favorite Disney. It is almost to the top of Beauty and the Beast. Like I really loved Hunchback of Notre Dame, Topsy Turvy, and all those songs. So Disney used to have Hunchback of Notre Dame. They had a stage show just like Beauty and the Beast. And when we were little, I had to go to that one too all the time. I have suddenly become quite the fan of Kenny Rogers. I was always a Kenny Rogers fan, but the one night I literally stayed up like throughout the whole night, no sleep, watching The Gambler. And then ever since then, I was like, I need some Kenny Rogers music. So he is one of the ones I saw at Crackle Barrel. And I'm like, I've got to have the CD. And now he just came out with his 21 Greatest album. And so I have that on my wish list on Amazon. And then the other one that I have on my wish list on Amazon, because again, nostalgic, it just, oh my God, was, and David might remember it, It's the Christmas album that he did with Dolly Parton, Christmas to Remember and all that. They have an album of that, so that is also on my wish list. Then there is Lion King again, so this one's a repeat because I have the Lion King that's playing now, which is more, that one's more like, I think maybe prose or something, I don't know. But then there's this one. But again, I had to get it, even though I might have the original, that other one over there, because this one's got the picture on the disc. Then there's the Little Mermaid, Little Amber, we'll say, because that's how Amber wants her hair, bright red like that. Although to me, I think if I did my hair that color, it would be for, how do you say her name? Miranda from Brave. That's who I would like to be. Maybe just because I like horses too. Then we're moving on. So here's another one that I saw at Crackle Barrel that got me kind of like, oh, I got to get these, Moana. And I'm not probably a big a fan of Moana. I think there's like one song, but then I've like kind of now all the songs have grown on me. Then there is Pocahontas. Okay, here's one for Trina. Stitch! Now, I have to say, so when it's all falling. It's all falling down. Get back up there. I'm not done yet. Is everybody having fun looking at the floor? I'm trying to move something that doesn't even exist. That's funny. So, getting back to Stitch. What I thought was really cool about the Stitch album, so when I bought it, I was like, oh, I have to get it because of just what it looks like. Just the big Stitch on it. That was the reason I had to have it, because it had Stitch on it. But after that, when I actually listened to it, it is the coolest album in the world. It is all Elvis Presley music almost. Like, I mean, it's just an awesome album, so I'm really excited about it. I then got Tarzan. Tarzan was always one of Nana's favorite ones. And then I think David even liked Tarzan because it was Phil Collins, and I think David was a fan of Phil Collins when he was younger. And another known fact, Tarzan was another live show at Disney that we used to go to as kids. That was really cool because they were on roller skates a lot. They had like all the monkeys on roller skates. It was pretty cool. I don't have anything in U through V yet. And nothing in X, W and X, and nothing in Y and Z. So that is all my albums. So now I finally got to show everybody my toy. Now I can't talk about it anymore and be like, I gotta show everybody my toy. It's over. The excitement's over. There's not some crazy camper or Jeep or anything. Not yet. Maybe one day soon. But this is pretty exciting for me. I really like it. I listen to it quite a bit. I do tend to sometimes go back to like Amazon or Spotify. I like to listen to some of Amber's kind of Spotify sets, but for the most part, this is what I like to listen to. This is what I focus on and listen to a lot while I'm coding right now. It makes me get up. It makes me walk too, instead of just sitting in front of the computer. Because, like I said, you never realize how quick these albums like finish on a side, and you have to flip it over. This one actually went pretty long, so pretty cool. After Lion King, I'll be listening to Journey, and then The Greatest Showman. That was another one that when I saw it, I was so excited, and I was so excited for Logan. And then I saw Ghostbusters one time, and that, oh, just so cool. So this is what I've been going crazy about for the last couple of weeks that I wanted to do a video on. Finally did the video. I need to do some coding in 30 minutes. I have another meeting. And at some point, I need to go out and see if I have mice in my car. I don't want to know. I didn't have them yesterday, so I'm hoping I don't have any today. I'm really hoping for everybody that might be with us on Saturday, the 3rd, that we don't have anymore, because we would be taking the Suburban. So who knows? You guys might have little visitors with you. No, seriously, I'm sure they'll be gone by then. Don't freak out, guys. I'm just kidding. All right. That's it. Say good night, Crosley. Good night. Mischief managed.